guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Ayami. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Ah, thank you so much. God bless you. I feel from Lagos, Nigeria, and I feel about faith, lifestyle, product management, digital marketing, and personal development. Hello there. Anyways, so let's jump right into today's video. So today I'm going to be talking. I started a series last week, where I was telling you that um, I'll be sharing what I'm learning in my 20s, and last week I started with Love Yourself, how I'm loving myself better, how I am loving myself even with my flaws, how I'm loving myself even with my seeming um, inadequacies. And yes, I'm happy for this journey. I'm grateful to God. And I'm happy, 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 happy. Okay, so today I was sharing another lesson I'm learning, and that's growth. I don't know how to overemphasize this. I don't know how to emphasize it, not talk less of overemphasizing it, but growth is important. Like, you have to grow. And one thing I'm learning is not to stay where I was, not to hold on to old glory, not to hold on to things I've been in the past. That's why it's past, has gone. Forgetting those things that are behind and pressing on towards the mark of the higher calling in Christ Jesus. Hello? Like, you get what I'm saying? Growth, growth is important. And it's not just growth in my physicality, in my taste, in my color, in what I like, what I don't like. Growth in my mind. I'm learning to grow my mind. Like, I'm learning to dare the impossible. I'm learning to take harder tasks. I'm learning to be uncomfortable to grow. Like, not naturally make myself uncomfortable. Of course, I'm loving myself to make everything around me comfortable and make me comfortable myself. But what would have not made me come out of my comfort zone? I'm trying to come out of it right now. Do you understand? I'm learning to grow in the different areas. I'm learning to grow spiritually. Thank God for that. I'm learning to grow maritally, as much as I don't like to accept that. I'm learning how to grow. I'm learning growth in my finances. I'm learning growth in my academics. I'm learning growth in business. She see that business, that one, steady, steady. But as much as I'm growing in all these things, I'm growing also in my mind. Like, I'm trying to like grow. I'm growing in friendships too. I'm growing in my personal traits. Like, there's some things I used to do before that I don't do anymore. There's some things I used to do then I don't do now. There's some both good and bad. Or it does not have necessarily have to be. Some of the things I was doing there that was good, but it was hurtful, and I've stopped it, and I'm stopping it by the grace of God, and I pray it's being stopped in the name of God. But I'm learning my growth process. Like, growth is unique to me. Jonathan, my growth is unique to me. Your growth is unique to you. What I'm learning at 25, you might have learned it at 20, you might have learned it at 12, at 13. But I'm learning to know that my growth is for me. And if God waited this long before I became aware or self-aware in this area, then it means that this time is the season. This is my season for this growth. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be growth in everything. There'll be something specific. There is something specific that I am growing in right now. I am like growth in relationships, growth in communication, growth in how to talk to people, how to relate with people, how to come out of my shell, how to express myself, how to speak up, how to be bold, how to be daring. So I'm learning that growth is inevitable, of course, but you have to be conscious of growth so you can learn everything you want to learn or everything you need to learn in that space. I hope I'm saying it the way I feel it. Like, in that space that you're in, if you're not intentional about growth, you will still grow. But there's some things that will slip by you. Do you understand? So I'm learning to be more intentional about my growth. If I'm going to do this thing and it's good related, I must make sure I do this. I'm learning to grow in discipline. Like, not some people say, Sarah, how many this like there's a specific area in my life that I am really focusing right now on, and I see God helping me go through that. I see God helping me become more expressive. This YouTube video is proof. Hello. Okay, so I'm learning to be conscious and to be intentional about my growth. I'm learning what works for me. Yes, that's another thing I'm learning. I'm learning that my race is not every other person's race, and they don't necessarily have to understand. I'm learning to go at my own pace, but still not be lackadaisical, still not be sluggish, still be accountable, but still understand that my pace. It's my life. It's my growth process. It's me. It's Sarah me. Do you understand? I'm learning that too. I'm learning a lot, and I know that I can't really speak much about everything, but why I'm sharing all of this is I feel like in our 20s, we tend to want to make more money. We get more self aware. We should get more self aware actually. And we kind of start getting under pressure. Like, I feel like that. Well, that's how I feel, and that's what I've experienced. Well, you, even though sometimes it's unnecessary pressure, nobody putting pressure on you, you're the one that's putting pressure on your head. But still, I feel like this is a time for pressure. This is a time where people say, if you're not doing this, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? If you're not doing this, I'm not saying that you should sit down and not work for what you want. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you should take active steps, like, but still not run another person's race. Like, it's your race. You have to know yourself. You have to communicate with yourself. You have to commune with yourself. I'm a Christian, so I believe that you have to speak with God. You have to let God let you know how amazing you are first, how you have so much in you, how He has put a lot of treasure in you that you need to dig out and you need to be refined. Then you come out pure gold, and people see you and say, I'm prisoner of the Lord your God. You get, I feel like, yeah, that's what you do. And I hear a lot of things. I've read a lot of books. People say, in your 20s, travel around. Yes, I believe in that too. For those of us that are really, really, really trying to come out of our shell, I feel like that's important too. But also feel like this is a period where you have to make, how to start, not make money, yes, but also be intentional about you, about your person. I'm trying to look for the word. I can't remember the word right now. This is the year where this is the period, not year. This is the period where you grow in your mind, where you grow in your, what's this word? When you grow in your integrity, yeah. What you are going to be in 40 years, what you're going to be in the next 20 years, what you're going to be when you're celebrating your 60th birthday. This is like a foundation of what you're going to be. This is like the period where you become and develop what you want to become. So yeah, some people didn't get it early, some people got it earlier than them. It's not your business. Yours is now is the time that I'll be visibly. I just remember the song, sorry. But now is the time where I take active steps. Like, you need to be active. You need to start drawing out the plan for your life. Who do you want to become? What do you like? What do you what interests do you have? What do you see? What do you do effortlessly? You need to be conscious of it. It's, yes, going out, having fun, being friends. Yes, that's amazing. That's great. But you have to learn to be something to yourself first. What are you? Or what do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Yeah, I get that people are asking that question so much and people are really losing touch of it. But sometimes you have to ask yourself all these questions like, what do I like? What don't I like? And it's not just to say I like rice, I hate beans. Not just that. That's great too, but I feel like it's deeper than that. What triggers me? I'm learning about things that trigger me. I've noticed that words trigger. And so one thing I'm coming to understand is when words trigger me, why I don't respond directly to the words. I respond to the way I feel about those words. So for example, if someone says, Sarah, you have a big tummy. The first thing I'm thinking is, Wow, the person said that I'm having a big tummy, but I've learned to stop and say, okay, is it true that I have a big tummy? Okay, if it's true, okay, do I like the fact that I have a big tummy? If it's yes, then what the person says doesn't matter. If it's no, okay, so what am I going to do about it? Do you understand? Okay, do sit up. You have to be consistent. Do you need it that bad to continue to be consistent in the exercise and all that? Do you understand? So I'm learning to really not pick hold people's words for their words, but hold it for what I think they mean and to analyze every word. I'm learning to grow a thick skin, not a thick skin that repels people, but a thick skin that would, when you say something, I don't hold it to heart and say, "Oh, this person hates me." Like, duh. Did you get it? Everybody's going through their own stuff. Yes, they might not have said it the right way, they might have said it the wrong way, but I'm learning to actually consciously not let words get to me. I'm learning my triggers. I'm learning what people can use to get to me. If people want to get me upset, what they can do. So I'm learning to work on that, and that's growth for me. So growth could be anything. It could be something infinitesimal. It could be something that does not make sense to anybody. But so far you are better in that thing. You're taking conscious steps. That's growth. I need to be more intentional about that. I am more intentional about that right now. I am becoming better. I'm learning how to speak better. I'm learning how to communicate better. I'm learning how to speak up, speak my mind. I'm still going to talk about that in subsequent videos, but I'm learning to really express myself. I learned that when I'm upset with somebody, I lock up. I just do your day and day by day. Don't cross your path again. And I ask someone, I'm like, when someone does something to you and you don't talk about it, or you don't want to talk about it, or whatever it is, that is it a good thing? They said no, it's not actually, because it kind of spoils bitterness in you. Kind of hate the person, even though you don't accept the fact that you hate the person. But you, when you hear the person's name, even if you don't feel jitters on everything, but there's this darkness you feel like, and the person just is, and that's bitterness. Bitterness grows there. So I've learned how to speak about things when they hurt me, like there and then, like, and not just return it in anger, but be conscious of my word. The way the person said it, the person might not have necessarily meant it to hurt me, but the way the person said it might have hurt me. So I learned not to say it back in that anger, so I don't hurt the person too, but more conscious, be the better person. You use your own way to think about it. Yeah, I spent 14 minutes. I said I don't want to spend more than 15 minutes in my videos, but I just hope that you learned something. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you're taking active steps with me on this journey. You too, start learning, start growing. Take conscious decisions. What do you want to be? What's your career path? Where do you want to see yourself? You cannot say that you want to be a lawyer and you're not in law school, or you're not reading law. Do you understand? I'm just using that as an example because that's very common and that's very obvious. Like, we can relate to that. But you cannot say you want to be an actress. Okay, so how many shows have you auditioned for? Like, how many? You have to grow, and growing is fitting your fears. You have to do it. It's when you do it that you pass it. Do you understand? Even though you go and you're scared, still go ahead and do it. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you're learning a lot. I hope you're reevaluating yourself. I hope you're becoming better. Yeah. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. I want you to comment on what you're learning. I want you to comment about anything you feel that's relating to this. If I've touched on it or if I've not, if you want to buttress a point, Jesus Christ, buttress a point. I got it right. Buttress a point. Say that, don't embarrass yourself. Okay, so if you want to talk about something new, whatever it is, please. My comment is a community. My comment section is a community. So please share your thoughts and let me learn from you too. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Have a great day.